Hey, long time no see. I know we took a little 3-week hiatus there. Sorry, I was busy playing Bob the Builder, working on my house.
Right? Whoa! Look at all the wires in there. Now, red is all red. The sun is yellow, it heats the ground. That's how they name stuff. Oh, is that car running? Ah! Shake it off.
We had the pleasure of redoing the siding, so that was an experience. So in honor of Turkey Day and the Turkey Trot, what we're going to talk about is actually the difference between running and jogging and how important it is for you to make sure you're running and not actually in a jog. One study I'm going to link below this that you can check out for yourself highlights the difference in terms of muscle activation. And the key thing we want to look at here is the difference between the activation of your glute med and min in a jog versus a run. Now, the difference primarily between a jog and a run is the amount of time you spend in single limb support. So in this single leg stance. Now in a jog, because we have more time spent on the ground in that single limb support, we have increased stress placed on our glute med and min. So in this position, that glute med and min is preventing your hip from doing this little drop. So this muscle contracts, it keeps your pelvis level. What that does is it works with our core muscles to keep a nice neutral lumbopelvic position. It also prevents our pelvis, again, in that neutral position from dropping. So you're not seeing things occur like piriformis syndrome, trochanteric hip bursitis, FAI, lumbar strains, sprains, low back pain, sciatica, you name it. If you are in a jogging position and your hip is not able to withstand the pressures of that jog, you're going to be in some trouble. Believe it or not, what I actually do with a lot of my clients as they return to running, rather than having them take it nice and slow, I ask them to increase their speed and decrease the amount of time they're running for. So this means doing something like an interval. If you're runners, you might know this as fartlek. It's not a true fartlek training. What I ask people to do is up their pace. So let's say they're doing something like a 8-minute mile pace, to increase that so they're running at like a 7-minute mile pace or a 6:30. So they're moving pretty good. And what this does too is it helps actually increase your cadence. Again, decreasing your time spent in single limb support. So if you're out this Thursday and you're doing the time-honored turkey trot, try to get yourself into a little bit of more of a run. If you're somebody who's been struggling with any of those ailments I mentioned previously, try to do an interval run. Okay, give yourself a 30-second interval where you're going to run hard, or maybe a minute where you're going to run hard, followed by 20, 30 seconds, maybe a minute of walking in between. Kind of play with what interval you want to do. That's a topic for another conversation when we get into X-Phys, when we talk about work to rest ratios. But definitely implementing an interval training so you can get into a better pace and a better cadence will definitely help you out. If that didn't make sense to you guys, please reach out with questions, emails, comments, whatever. I love to have conversations and talk shop on this. But we just want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving and happy running. Thanks for watching.